So let's go ahead and open this. Yeah, this thing in there. There we go. That's how you do that there. This thing is big. Like, this thing is big. I mean, just to compare it, I tell you what, let's compare this phone size, with this keyboard right here. So, that phone is about the length of the entire side panel of my keyboard. That's how big that is. If you want to get an estimate of just how long this keyboard, this phone is, and that's like a full-size Lenovo keyboard. So this is definitely a big boy cell phone. Definitely. Matter of fact, here's another way to kind of test the length. These are a pair of full-size channel locks. Alright. Compared to that full-size pair of channel locks, it's literally the size of the entire insulated handle. But just in case you want to see another way of checking how big this phone is, this phone is almost as big as Spider-Man. That's how big this phone is. It's almost as big as Spider-Man. Alright, Spidey, you gotta get out of here. But before we get deeper into the phone, I'm really loving this. Like, every now and then, you got a company that actually puts some thought, into the accessories. Look at this charging cable. And this feels good. This doesn't feel cheap at all. This is some premium insulation right here. I feel like this thing is probably going to last just as long as the phone usage itself. Like, this is thick, it's insulated, feels strong. Like, I can definitely merch on this. And of course you would hook that into here. Oh man, that fits solid right there. No dangling or anything like that. You can't beat that. They definitely did their thing. And the crazy thing about it is not even that much expensive of a phone. It's like $699. And you're getting all of this so far. But let's go ahead and do the honors. Got his little flip right here. Opens right up. Oh man, that's that Aura Glow right there. Ooh-wee. That's that Aura Glow. Should I even be showing that? Let me take this off real quick. But yeah, man, look how this thing glistens. That's crazy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the iPhone, man, but the iPhone, it is what it is. If you're into that whole ecosystem thing and everything, then, that's good for you. But man, it's something to these other phones and just how they continue to grow, continue to change over the years, and continue to give you, brand new. And this isn't even the Pro. This is the regular. But listen to that. That's the phone right there. It's not cheap at all. Some people, they say, well, the body style is a little different. On the Pro, it's a lot more sturdy or made out of glass, and this one's more of a plastic. But I don't have no problems with this. And of course, you got that front. Man, where the bezel at? Who said anything about a bezel? Don't do bezels over here no more. Don't do bezels over here no more. Let's go ahead and see if we can power this up. See if it has any juice in it. If not, we'll have to take a minute to go ahead and maybe charge it up. Give me 1 second. There we go. Check that out. And I didn't even notice this while this is, matter of fact, let's go ahead and enjoy the load up first. Let's enjoy that load up. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and get this started, and then we'll go ahead and take a closer look at it. But before I do that, I don't know if anybody showed you this, but notice that side. You know how a lot of times, you know, to power it up, you just press on that, but this actually has like a latch. Well, not a latch, but a sliding button. You notice that? You see that? I just turned it off. And then when you slide it like this, that turns it on. I didn't know that. Nobody really shows that. And then of course we're back. So give me 1 second, we're gonna go ahead and get this one started. Alright, so we got her all set it up and everything. You notice this is it right here. Ooh, look at that smoothness. That buttery smoothness. Look at that. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. Go down to the Play Store. And it's going to be a lot smoother than that. This is just because it's still doing the backup, compatibility setup, and all of this stuff. But I really like the operating system on this thing. It really looks smooth. I really like how they really utilize the entire screen. So anyway, let's see if we can go to YouTube real quick. Let's see how YouTube goes. I'm gonna do one of my old videos. Here we go, Matt and Reckless. I remember this. Let's turn that sound up. Alright, let's see. Oh, that knee was down. Let's see. No, that knee was down. They got to overturn that. The knee was down. Yeah. That ain't Lockley. Yeah, Hockley. I think he's retired. Definitely like that buttery smoothness of the screen. You can really see that those refresh rates really working. Alright, Hargrove, I hate you. Alright. Oh, look at that play. That defense ain't no joke. Go Steelers. 3rd and 66. Y'all ain't coming back from that. Dude, why is all my good people injured? See a little bit more gameplay real quick. Yeah, Marcus Mariota sucks. But yeah, so we can definitely see right there that buttery smoothness of the refresh rate. And actually, when you really look into it, let me see. Let me try something real quick. Oneplus 8. See the details right there. Let's see if I can get that into the picture. Anyhow, it really shows us how it has a 6.55 inch screen, has a weight of 6.35 ounces. Now, let's see what else, what other details we can find about it. Has that 4,300 milliamp hertz battery, 256 gigabytes of storage. Definitely like that. Let's see what else we can find on it. Here we go. Front camera 16 megapixels. Rear camera resolution 48 megapixels. We got the 128 gigabyte storage. So, you know, it is what it is. Facial recognition, cellular network, you know, whatever you're using it on. Let's go deeper. But still got to get used to this. You got to get used to the different screen because I'm used to using an older phone. So the screen is definitely different. Display resolution 1920 by 1080. So that's pretty cool. .865 Snapdragon chipset. Gotta love that. That fluid AMOLED display. That's cool. I like it, man. Let's see. Is the Oneplus 8 waterproof? Of course. And then there's the issue of water resistant. The Oneplus 8 Pro is rated IP68 water resistant, meaning it can survive being submerged. So maybe the OnePlus 8 Pro, but I wouldn't try submerging the OnePlus 8. Here we go. You can get a lot of stuff off of Google. Talks about the 90 hertz speed for the display. So that's pretty cool. 180 grams. I already went over some of that. 20:9 aspect ratio. Yeah, I really like that 860 Snapdragon, man. That lets you know that, especially once everything's loaded up on here, this thing's going to be going like that, you know. And that AMOLED display, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Matter of fact, I just want to do it some justice. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's look up a 4K video. 4K video. Now this is always a good one. Let's check this one out. Yep, y'all don't need to see it. Now this is it doing 4K video. Check that out. You can't beat that. That is nice. To be able to get that on a cell phone. Come on now. Come on now. That's what it's all about. Let me turn this light off so y'all can really see it. It's like you got a fish bowl inside of your phone. Come on now. What are we talking about right now? Alright. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to this particular phone, the OnePlus 8, man, I give it an A+, man, you know? I mean, just with how it looks, just snappiness of it, the fact that it's only like $699, and just the weight and all the specs that it has. You know, just don't go swimming with it in your phone. I mean, in your pocket. I wouldn't do that with any phone. I don't care what the IP rating is. But it's definitely a game changer, you know? You can really see OnePlus really changing the bar and showing that you don't have to have this elitist mentality when it comes to cell phones. A lot of times with these other cell phones, it's like the only way you can get a decent cell phone is you gotta, you know, pay like $1,000 or $1,400 or $1,600. And it's like, I get it, you know, if you're balling like that, it makes sense. But at the end of the day, what are we doing? It's a phone. And when you can get a phone that's quality, that you can use for a good camera, for storage, or for everything else, I say it's worth it. And on the side, I said before that this was the power. This isn't the power. This is actually Valiant. So, like, if you just want to lock it into vibrate, or lock it into silent, or just lock it into sound, you can do that, and it works. So that's another, bells and whistles that it comes with. Hey, give me 1 second. I almost forgot one thing. 1 second. This is the last thing I'm gonna do with it. All right. Let's take a picture. That out. Check that out. That's just the keyboard right there. You can see if there's dirt in the middle though. That's that keyboard right there. So you see the lighting, right? It's kind of not that well lit right there. But when I take a picture of it, look what you get. So that keyboard's the truth as well. And of course the camera that I'm using may not be the best camera as far as what I'm taking a picture of the picture with. But just look at those keyboards. You could turn that into a screensaver right there. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like that. The OnePlus 8 people, what are we even talking about? They won. My name is Mike Dub 27, Mike Dub 27 Games. Check me out on YouTube, check me out on Twitch. And I am out, man. Deuces.